sussed out. If anyone's about, can you just let me know what the sound quality is like, because it is a really windy and miserable day here in what I normally say a sunny Wallasey, but a not so sunny Wallasey today. I'm just having a bit of a wander through my local park and seeing what's going on. So I thought I'd test out the live function on here. There's a nice little squirrel running ahead as well. Nay, hello Nay, are you alright? It is the part of the gardens. I think, if I remember rightly, they're planning on doing a bit of a skate park in here, which would be really funky. I'm trying to work out how I get the chat up and that, but live chat, that should be it. So yeah, part of this I think they're turning into the skate park, which would be pretty cool. There used to be a massive building there that I think originally was a town hall or something to do with that, and it got burnt down a few years back. The police were using it for quite a while, doing training in there with the dogs and stuff like that, but it burnt down in about 2006, 2007 I think, off the top of my head. And it was a spectacular building. It could have been so much more than it was in the end, but hey ho, we'll have a little wander around anyway, and I think we'll go and have a look at the pond. But see, the chat keeps disappearing, so I don't know. Looks alright there, it's pissing down hard here. I've literally just avoided the rain. It rained about an hour ago, I think, and it'll probably rain again soon, but for some odd reason the chat won't stay up, so yeah, good luck with that. It keeps flashing up every now and again, but that's where all the park rangers keep all their bits and bobs in there. It's quite another beautiful building too, to be fair. It's quite funky, but it's actually open for a change. We're going to have a nose in here. This is the Ward Gardens, which is closed off quite a bit. I'll be in and out of the chat, saving customers, no worries. So yeah, I've not seen this open in a long while. Hi Jamie, medium, much respect me. Hey Matty, you alright? So yeah, this is all looked after and cared for by volunteers, I believe. And there is a little cafe here and toilets and stuff like that. I remember in my late teens I was part of a theatre group, and we did a performance in here. It was so bad when I think about it. It was about issues surrounding drinking and stuff like that, drinking and drugs, if I remember rightly. But yeah, we did a performance in here and all the local parks. It was during the summer, but what was that? I'd just seen something pop up. Delbert Sefton, I hope I'm saying that right. If not, I'm sorry. I hear you alright. Hope everyone's doing well. So yeah, it's quite nice in here. It's like a little bit of an escape, really. And with it being closed off, it keeps it from being vandalised and stuff like that. I always remember coming in here when I was younger. But yeah, it's nice to see things finally getting back to normal. Got it right, bro. Live Free sent me. Oh, okay, well hey, I'm normally awful with pronouncing things, so I'm glad I got it right. And yeah, Live Free, the dude, Um, thanks for popping by. I'm absolutely freezing, so you'll probably hear me sniffling quite a bit, but I was getting a bit fed up of being in the house, so I thought I'd come and show you guys around a bit.
Anyway, we've just got out of the van, Brenda in the wheelchair, ready to set off. And there's Patlas across the road.
So, oh, we've got how many now? Oh, hey, you're right. This is part like the cafe and stuff like that. And it's all looked after by volunteers. There's inside with seating. Well, they've got quite a selection in there actually. I didn't realise how much stuff they did sell. It's like a proper little sweet shop. Might have to go and have a nosy in there. Looks a good place to walk the pooch there, to be honest. I'm in Devon, cold here too. Matt, it's a great place to walk your dog around, to be fair. There's ponds here. There's a little pond and a big pond. The big pond's quite well looked after. The little pond not so much, it ends up stinking. There's 3 dogs there. My dog's too lazy to come out, especially when it's weather like this, but friendly looking little guy. Pennsylvania, US, wow. What's it doing over there at the moment, weather-wise? Because, as you can probably tell, it's a little bit windy here. If I had hair, it would be blowing everywhere, but we're just walking past the play park now. Perfect time to come because everyone who uses it is still in school at the moment, so it's nice and quiet. In the distance there, we've got our little town centre list card. Foggy and muggy. Well, it seems this year, I don't know about anyone else in the UK, it just seems to have switched really quickly. Like, one minute it was quite warm and mild, next minute it's gone really cold again. But I'm not a big fan of the winter. Here's another little pooch. Good. We're just heading towards the bigger pond now. We call it bipolar weather. To be fair, that's pretty much how we describe British weather because it never really knows what it's doing. But it looks lovely and sunny, but it's absolutely freezing and I don't do cold. I used to live abroad, I used to live in Turkey, and at least the weather's a bit more consistent over there. Over here, not so much. I always remember these little hills here. Used to use them on my bike in my younger days, and I used to think it was like the steepest thing going down here on my bike, and looking at it now, it's not that much, to be fair. Yeah, this pond is looked after by the group of local anglers, essentially. They literally, I've done some filming with them before, but I still have bits to put towards it, so it hasn't gone out yet, but it's, they literally get in there and get all the rubbish out, and it's quite a decent size, to be fair. It looks nice and dramatic. What was that in the chat? My bro lives in Philly. Oh wow. I've got family in New York somewhere, but that's about it. I've always wanted to visit the US, but it's not happened as of yet, but we never know. But yeah, this is the large pond. I remember this winter just gone, it froze over, and the local kids were throwing stuff in, and a lot of it's being brought out by these guys who look after it, but it's full of geese and ducks, swans, all sorts, and they're actually not too bad. They're not that aggressive. I've fed them by hand. Watch the Lord chase me now. Not that I could run anywhere, but they're friendly little guys. He's saying hello. Hey? Yeah, he's saying hello. Even the pigeons are coming in for a look. But I'm often down here in the winter feeding them. You okay, mate? Hey, Gypsy, you're alright. Enjoy it while you can. We get arrested for fishing for food now. To be fair, like, this is this is looked after by local anglers, and it's part of a club, so it isn't too bad. And they kind of police it themselves, which keeps it a bit better. But let's see the chat. We can't work to feed our kid. Congrats on the milestone. Oh, thank you. How are you doing? Good. Hey, you're right. There's some of the pathway closed off here, so probably because of the wind and the trees, but please use diversion. Well, that's helpful. And it doesn't tell you which diversion to use. Probably going around the other side of the pond, but it's closed off. Normally you can get right round it. The broad box. Hello, you're alright? I'm absolutely freezing. I've got to go up to the shop shortly and up to the doctors and that, but it's I'll be glad to get back in the warm. Brilliant, just hit 4K, so happy. Oh, congratulations. He's still getting out and filming quite a bit. I've had a quiet couple of weeks because of health and everything else, but I'm determined this week I'm getting back out most days to get stuff. Because I was, yeah. Oh, wow. That wind's getting a bit strong. Now, we're walking here towards Liscard, so I think I'll take you guys as far as there, and then I shall probably be back on later, if you can even hear me through this wind. Richard the Lionheart, you're alright? I used to bring my drone up here quite a bit, because from here you can see as far as like Liverpool, and once you're up in the air you can see as far as Wales and that, so it's got quite a decent view. You might remember this field as well from one of my previous videos where there was a helicopter that landed in here. It was one of the air ambulances, and that was a bit spectacular, to be fair, because it flew right over my house. Yorkshire Monkey, hope you are. Stunning terrain. This is just a local park. Like, there's the cricket field. Are you on the wheel? I am indeed. Wallasey, just up by Liscard. I've lived around here for about 16, 17 years. And best move we ever made, to be fair. It's a great place to live. The beach about 10 minutes down the road and 15 miles of promenade. There's lots going on for it, to be fair, and it's always changing. Just a shame Liscard isn't always changing, because it seems to be getting worse up there, the shops and that, but they keep promising knocking it down and kind of redoing half of it, but that's been promised for years. So yeah, good afternoon chat. Okay, got you. Yorkshire Monkey, hey mate, hope you could have been a while. It's much easier doing the live streams through the chat than doing it through external apps and stuff like that. Hello from Oklahoma. Wow, we've got lots of international people in today, which is quite exciting. It's that's incredible that someone all the way from the US is watching my video. But yeah, there's the cricket club. They have quite a few events and that. You often see like bouncy castles and stuff like that. And in the far distance there, you can even see the liver birds over in Liverpool. I don't know whether you'll be able to see them. Oh, I can zoom in. Wow. Might be a bit too wobbly, but here in the far distance between the trees there, you can see the liver buildings over in Liverpool. I might hang on, how do I zoom out now? I'm getting, oh god, there we go. We try share all the auditors even across the pond. Well, I'm not exactly an auditor, but I have interviewed quite a few of the auditors, and I have a lot of time for them, for what they do and that. As before I started making videos, I was massively into photography anyway, and had quite a few instances where I wish I'd have knew more about the auditing scene. But there you go, between the trees now, you'll be able to see one of the cathedrals over in Liverpool, which is across the River Mersey. But yeah, the wind's definitely starting to pick up a bit now. The trees are getting absolutely battered, and ours as well. Wow, so we've got obviously the guys in the UK, we've got guys in the US, and we've got guys in Australia. I might try to pop my face on for a minute. There we go. Hope everyone's doing well, and yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I want to say a few thank yous as well, because there's been people who've supported me from day one with this, like Live Free, Marty Blackburrow, None Your Business, Yorkshire Monkey, Gypsy Auditor. They've all been so much help, and yeah, their support's been great. But yeah, I've finally got to that 1k point, which will help me, I don't know, give me a bit more spark to go further with it. Put the trees back. Thanks for that. But yeah, so let's go and have a little wander towards fire engine. But yeah, thank you everyone who's helped so far. This year has been one of the best years I've had in a long time, so it's nice to have a spark back about something. So now we're just coming out of the top gates in Central Park, heading towards Liskeard, and once I get to Liskeard we'll call it a day, because I might look a bit strange going through the shops with a phone out, but probably no stranger than usual. This is like the lead up to Liskeard, which yeah has a lot of little shops and stuff like that, and there's bigger shops in Liskeard itself, but part of the problem is it's falling apart for a start, and it's not doing that well. But this is our local ambulance station. We are all strange and beautifully broken. We definitely are. Yeah, some more than others, literally falling apart, but it's great. That's a little like social supermarket type thing there that do bits of bric-a-brac and stuff like that. There's a shop that sells incense and gaming stuff. The dog groomers I use myself for my little pooch, that if you want to see what she's like, she's on the Blackpool video I uploaded last. She's a little fluffy thing, but she's absolutely spoiled rotten. Big up the ambulance and fire crews. There's quite a few little like charity shops on the way up here as well. Hairdressers and cafes, restaurants, a bit of everything really. But the town centre itself could definitely do with some redevelopment and a bit of TLC, because nothing has changed up there in a long time. But yeah, it's where I live in my little area. There's only like, I think it's 2 banks that are left around here now, because the rest have been shut down, which you'll see in a minute. There's it was voted a couple of years ago as having one of the most disappointing Christmas trees ever. They had a Christmas tree that was absolutely pitiful. Like it made the press. It was that bad. Fancy dress shop, balloon shop, carpet shop. Crossing over into Liskeard itself now. Who's there? Mags, hello, long time no see. Who's more of a diva than me? Hey, if they're more of a diva than me, they must be an extra special diva, but this little pub on the corner always reminds me of the one out of Shameless. But yeah, we'll just sit down for a minute while I call this to the dog. Yeah, she is probably more of a diva than me, but this is the starter list card. And as you can see, half the shops are empty. About to do a school run, but wanted to say hi. Well, great to see you, Mags, and we need to catch up soon. Yeah, half the shops are empty, and the ones that are there aren't doing that well. But fingers crossed something might happen with it soon. But yeah, I wanted to say thank you to everyone for sticking around while I've had a couple of quiet weeks. And I'll be out tomorrow getting something interesting for you all to see. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.